Hello everyone, it's Jargus here. Welcome to Let's Play Liberation Maiden. It's for the 3DS, and it's entirely touchscreen based. And we'll play this on normal.
The future. The spirits that once protected our beautiful nation have been taken from us. Our country has fallen.
My lady, the votes have all been tallied.
Shoko Ozora's election bid has been accepted by majority vote.
Father. Let's go, Kamoy!
Godspeed.
I, Shoko Ozora, will fulfill my duty as second president of New Japan!
As the lines of the Liberation Front are drawn, the time comes for Shoko to prepare for battle. Having witnessed the enemy's massive conduit spikes and overwhelming offensive with her own eyes, she forces her fears aside and heads into the fray.
We'll fight for our people, proceeding with the mission.
This is Kira. Autopilot is engaged and you are en route to the old capital. Shall I explain your controls, Madam President?
Please do.
Very good, ma'am. I'll brief you on the controls during the mission as needed. The autopilot will disengage soon.
And so begins our battle.
Incoming directive. The enemy has a battalion of tanks positioned at the airport. Destroy them all. Hold the reticule over enemies to lock on, then release to attack. Your deflector nodes will recharge while not locked on. The deflector nodes around the Liberator act as both your defense and your offense. By firing all of the deflector nodes, you leave yourself open to attack. So please, be wary of your remaining nodes. In short, you'll be risking your life without the deflector nodes. Make sure you charge them periodically.
Roger that. Proceeding with the mission.
Autopilot disengaged. Commence operations.
And I just dropped my stylus. There it is. As soon as it starts, I drop it. Okay, and just as he said, your attacks are also your defense. Because your shield regenerates as you attack.
Look, nature is returning to that area of the city.
Yes, destroying the enemy structures will purify the land and restore it.
So pretty much, you just do a full attack and then stop. Pretty much, you just hold on a touchscreen and then release to attack.
All tanks at the old capital's airport have been destroyed.
New orders. Find and destroy the 3 lesser spikes located within the old capital in order to cut off the energy from the greater spike. I'm sending you their last known positions. Head in the direction of the arrows on your display.
So the conduit spikes come in 2 flavors. Roger.
You should take advantage of the Liberator's strafing ability. I'm issuing the control instructions.
Yeah, and this game is a pain in the ass to play left-handed if you use the stylus in your left hand. Of course I am left-handed, so that's the problem.
They're abominations.
The lesser spikes tap into the energy veins to act as conduits of power to the greater spike, hence their name. To destroy the greater spike, you'll have to take out the lesser spikes to cut off its power source. Lesser spikes have 2 weak points, the cores in the head and their central shafts. You'll need to take out the head first. Damaging a lesser spike causes it to rise to the surface to face its attackers head-on. Keep up your assault, and when it reveals its underground core, that's your chance to destroy it.
Understood. I'll concentrate my fire on the cores.
Pretty much this whole first mission is a big tutorial. Basically, in every stage is basically destroy the enemies, and it recreates the nature. Then you attack the lesser spikes, and destroy them to reveal the greater spike, which is your boss, which has its own form.
Purification at 10%.
Yeah, purification is basically how much nature you restore by this. Now, there are multiple challenges to unlock things in the gallery, and it basically describes different things. It shows the world's history. But instead of showing how all that works, it's basically clear the stage or defeat so many of a certain enemy for most of them. I'm just going to be showing that on the side from now on.
2 lesser conduit spikes remaining. Please head to the next target.
This game pretty much tells you which direction to go.
Madam President, if you can destroy enemies rapidly, you'll build up shield energy. Once you've built up enough, it will be converted into a new deflector node.
Because you can see in the right hand corner of the screen how big a shield and or nodes are.
At 20%.
Now purification amount only affects your final score rate. It doesn't change what happens in the game. It's a lot like Star Fox. You just get scored for the end of it, but if you don't do so good on one stage, it don't affect the others.
Evasive maneuvers.
Yeah, this is the part where you want strafing. Because right now, we only have missiles, but we get a better weapon right at the start of the next mission.
Defeating enemies builds up the blade gauge. When it's full, you can use the Liberator's energy blade to unleash a powerful attack. Draw your blade and cut through the enemy.
Oh yeah, when it starts flashing like that at the bottom, that's when it's full.
There's a lesser spike directly ahead. The enemy has fortified its defenses, so please be careful.
I'm just gonna wait until the spike is all the way up.
Kira, those black lines along the ground, what are they?
We call them energy veins, Madam President. The pipelines of spirit energy.
I see.
The lesser conduit spikes were built to tap into the energy in those veins to supply shield power to the greater spikes. If you fire on the energy veins, they should start to glow. And if a lesser spike is burrowed, they'll lead you right to it.
That may come in handy. Understood. Good job!
Because basically, here's the whole backstory of the game. Some army called the Dominion is basically conquering the world. And I'm taking too many hits here. And this is in the future where Japan relies on the Guardian Spirits for both power and natural beauty. But then the Dominion started sending spikes into the spirits. Well, the greater spikes.
They're coming!
So basically, they're taking over its use. I thought it had was more defense than that. Oh yeah, that barrier is where the greater spike is.
The signal for that spike has gone dark. Only 1 left.
2 down!
So to fight back, Japan reorganized its government to have a president, which is Shoko's father at first, but he gets assassinated when forming a resistance movement.
Purification at 50%. Destroy this lesser spike, and you'll bring down the shield around the greater spike.
Roger. Target acquired.
Madam President, I recommend switching to strafing mode in order to keep it in your sights as you maneuver around it.
Yeah, what did I say? Yeah. Her father, the former president, was assassinated when forming the resistance movement. But she picked up in his footsteps, and now she's leading the fight. And this little thing powered by the magnetic fields of the Earth, as well as the guardian spirits called the Liberator. Hence the name, Liberation Maiden. Thought I hit that one. There. But you can fire a lot of missiles if you just keep shooting at it. You lock on before letting go of the screen.
All lesser spikes eliminated.
Good. I've confirmed that the Greater Spike's shields are down. Madam President, please head there at once.
Understood. I'm on my way.
And you actually don't have to go there right away. Because if you want to get complete purification, which is 100%, you can still fly around the area. Look for things you can lock on, like this bridge. It affects nothing but your score, but your score is also affected by how fast you complete the stage. However, that is something you unlock by
70%.
getting like 100% purification in about a short time. But that's best to be done in easy mode after you've played the game at least once and are familiar with the areas.
I knew the Greater Spike would be big, but it's huge. How am I supposed to bring that thing down?
Greater Spikes have multiple cores between their head and the ground. Focus on destroying them from the top down.
Good enough. Commencing my attack on the Greater Conduit Spike.
Very well. I'm switching the Liberator to Greater Spike combat mode.
By the way, the music in this game is really good. Yeah, that thing is obviously a shield. Basically what they mean by Greater Combat Mode is that you cannot explore the area anymore once you go into this mode. Basically, you're fighting the boss, and now deal with it. Pretty much, you want to completely charge up before fighting on this, or it's going to take forever to destroy. And you still get purification even while the fighting. Like, we're already at 90%, but this fight ain't over yet. Oh yeah, see, you lose part of your shielding when that happens. Which means you also lose some of your attack. There we go. Pretty much, as you keep shooting it, it'll rise up in other parts to hit it. Now this one is really easy to beat. You just keep on hitting it from top to bottom. Later ones, you have to do a lot just to expose this weakness. Oh yeah, if you keep getting hit, yeah, that red heart in the middle is your actual damage that you can take. The rest will regenerate on its own. But your actual health, just call it health. I'm letting myself get hit way too much here. I gotcha. Core right here. Now it's time to finish it.
That's the Greater Spike's final core.
So I just need to destroy that?
It's not that simple. The core is protected by thick armor. Normal attacks won't penetrate it.
Well, any advice?
We do have the sacrifice drive.
Huh?
The Liberator has an attack that can pierce the armor of the Greater Spike's core, but the core is giving off so much energy. If you don't destroy it quickly, your craft won't make it.
When I decided to pilot this thing, I knew this might come with the territory.
Madam.
I'm issuing an executive order. We're using the sacrifice drive.
And you just tap the screen to use it.
Sacrifice drive!
Spin your craft quickly to break through its armor.
And that's all you have to do, just touch the screen and just keep spinning in a circle. And even though they make it sound threatening, I don't remember ever once failing this, even on hard mode. Pretty much when you get the sacrifice drive, you've basically won the fight.
The conduit spike signal is gone. Madam President, come on home.
And so ends stage 1. Yeah, we got 90% purification, which isn't bad. Because this one you can get a high score without really trying. Anyway, that's good for part 1, and I'll see you for stage 2. Till then, I'm Jargus and thanks for watching.